So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to teach you how you can speak fluently in English. And why is that important? Because I have seen a lot of people losing so many opportunities just because they are not that confident while speaking in English, or they are not that fluent in English. I really don't want that to happen with you, and that is why I have made this video for you guys. And no, I'm not gonna teach you anything like grammar and vocabulary. No, none of that is going to happen over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tell you the technique of learning a language. It can be any language. Right now it is English, but it can be literally applied to all the languages that you want to learn. So the first and the most important thing to understand over here is that English is just a language. It is just like any other language. And what is a language? Language is a mode of communication, right? It is through your words you're communicating your thoughts, right? So why it is important to learn a language? Because you want to communicate your thoughts. If you are able to communicate your thoughts accurately, then the purpose is solved. But if you're not able to do that, then there is a problem. So right now I'm sure that all of you are comfortable in one language, and that one language is your mother tongue, right? All of you are comfortable in your mother tongue. Now I want you guys to remember how you learned your mother tongue, how you got so fluent in your mother tongue. What did you do at that time when you were a baby that made you so much fluent in your language? So did your parents made you memorize all those grammatical rules? No, right? Did they give you a list of words that you needed to memorize and remember? No, absolutely not. You were just a baby and all you could do was listen. You listened to your parents speaking to you or speaking among themselves, right? You were only and only listening. You weren't even able to speak at that time. Through listening, you started understanding what they are saying to each other or maybe to you, right? Listening was the only way. So right now, I want you to become a baby that you were. The way you learned your mother tongue, I want you to learn English in exactly the same way. I want you guys to consume as much content as possible in English. You can watch serials, you can watch movies, you can watch anything that you want, but it should be in English. It doesn't matter if you're not understanding a few words or few sentences, it's okay. But still I want you guys to listen. Subtitles or no subtitles, that is your choice. That depends on what level you are right now. It can be Indian accent, it can be foreign accent, it can be any accent. Accent doesn't matter. Right now, only thing that you need to do is to listen. Consume everything in English. Everything. That is the first step towards learning a language. That is the first step towards understanding a language. There is absolutely no need to learn or understand grammar in the beginning, because when you will listen from authentic source, you will automatically understand what is correct way of saying and what is incorrect way of saying. Automatically it will come out of you. When I was learning, I started with friends. Why? Because it has a very simple language. A language that you actually want to use in your day-to-day life, because the characters are living a normal life and they are having conversation in their day-to-day life. So that is something you need to understand first. A lot of you are very much comfortable in the bookish language. Why? Because all our lives we have studied books. So we know we are very well versed with that language, but where we lack is the day-to-day language. That problem will be solved if you watch or if you listen to something which is in a very simple language. Only and only then you will understand how they are framing the sentences. So that is something that only and only a web series or a serial or a movie will teach you. No book, no grammatical books or vocabulary will teach you that. Vocabulary will only teach you words, but how to connect those words, you don't know, because you never understood, you never listened. And everything will happen subconsciously. You don't have to sit with pen and paper and write down every new thing that you will watch on the series. No, you don't have to do it that way. Everything will happen on subconscious level. You will start understanding the language. You need to create our goal is to create an understanding of a language. You need to develop that flow of the language, because you are consuming 24 hours, you are consuming content in in English, you will automatically reach to the next level, and that is speaking. Speaking is also very, very important. If you don't speak, just listening won't help, because in real life your purpose is to speak fluently, right? So just listening won't help. Yes, initially you will have to listen 24 hours. You have to listen, consume content in English, but automatically you will reach a level where you will think that yes, now I'm ready to speak. And yes, you don't have to go outside and speak to someone. No, you don't have to do all that. All you need to do is speak to yourself. Think in English. Thinking in English is very, very important, because it is not necessary that all the time you will find a person who will sit with you and have a conversation with you in English. The best person, the best friend of yours is only you. You can speak to yourself, you can think in English, you can speak in front of mirror. So many options are there. Theory without practice is meaningless, and let me tell you that theory part will never end. Theory part will always be there. You always need to listen. Every time I watch Friends, I learn something new. Every time, even though I have watched it like 10 to 11 times, even though I learn something new from it. At the end, it is a language, and some or the other thing will always be there that is new to you, that you don't know. Right? So never think that you're perfect in anything. Always and always try to learn new things, try to consume new content in English. I'm damn sure you will learn new things. Every time you watch a new movie or a new web series, you will feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but then things will get easy for you. Very, very safe way of speaking in English is speak to yourself. Think in your mind. You guys need to think in English. Thinking is very, very important, and thinking is something we do 24 hours 7. We always think stuff, but what we are doing right now is we are thinking in our mother tongue. Whatever you do, just be very conscious, be very alert, and try to understand how your mind works. You are thinking, but you are thinking in your mother tongue. What change you guys need to make is you guys need to think in English now. Whatever is, it should be like a continuous commentary in your mind. And that commentary should be in English. If you are able to do that, I'm sure very, very, very quickly you will start to speak in English. You will start to understand a language, and you will be very, very fluent in that. Going to the outside world and speaking in front of many people is also very, very important, because that is the only thing that will give you confidence. Because if you don't do that, what will happen? You will create a comfort zone for yourself, and then it will be really difficult for you guys to come out of it. So that is why I'm saying initially just don't do it, but eventually, gradually, you need to speak in public. You need to speak with your friends, with your colleagues, with wherever it is possible. You have to just grab that opportunity, and you guys need to speak in English. That is, and only that is how you will have that confidence. You absolutely don't need to join any course for this. I mean, no course will ever teach you this way. Self-learning or self-teaching is very important when it comes to language. No one can tell you or teach you a language. You just need that will, that desire to do something, to achieve something. If you have that, you can achieve it. If you don't have that, you will always find an excuse, and you're gonna get so many excuses. But what you need to do is you need to find that one thing for which you need to learn. So this was my video about how to speak in English fluently, and as I always say that theory without practice is meaningless, and that is the only reason why I made this video in English, to tell you guys that see, if you have that desire, if you have that willpower, and with consistency, you can achieve anything. If I can achieve it, you guys can also achieve it. And now it's time to say goodbye. I will meet you guys in the next video. Till the time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay beautiful. Bye bye.